The Tournament of Power has finally ended, and surprisingly, 17 and Goku managed to wring out Jiren. And unfortunately for Jiren and his universe, they were erased by the Omni Kings. And now the last fighter, the last survivor from Universe 7 and from all the universes that is left on the Tournament of Power arena is none other than Frieza. And now it is his turn. It is his time to be granted one wish from the Super Dragon Balls, and the rest of Universe 7 looks on worried because they know whatever Frieza is going to wish for, it's not going to be good. Frieza makes his wish, and the dragon grants it. Android 18 wakes up and is surprised that she is now in a desert world with nothing and nobody around her. She looks around, crying for Krillin, trying to find him, and yet Krillin is not there. But when she turns around, she sees that she is with Goku, who seems to be still passed out on the desert floor. But 18 immediately realizes that something is wrong. Goku is still in Ultra Instinct, mastered Ultra Instinct. And she's wondering, how long has he been in this form? If she remembers the ending of the Tournament of Power, him and Jiren went out at toe-to-toe, using up all their energy. All of it is gone, or it should have been gone, and when Goku got sent back to the stands, he was in his normal state. 18 realizes that she needs to act quickly. She cannot just stand there in the middle of the desert and not find shelter or civilization somewhere nearby. So she picks up Goku, who after an entire tournament smells a little bit like a locker room, and flies off looking for help. Up high, she realizes that there's really nothing around her. There's only desert dunes, wasteland. And then she finally comes to the realization that she's falling. And the truth, the hard truth finally hits her. She can't fly. She cannot fly anymore. And she falls down. She lands with a hard thud, breaking through the desert floor, jumps back up to realize that Goku softly landed next to her and he's still passed out. The level of anxiety that 18 feels at this moment is extraordinary because she has woken up in a completely unknown place with unknown events and situations, circumstances surrounding her, and now she has to take care of Goku, who is in his most powerful form, but he's blacked out, he's out cold. And that is when she hears it. Someone who seems to have jumped real high and is landing right behind her. Dust clouds surround 18 and she cannot see a thing, and she is asking herself at this point, what is going on? She is in stimulus overload. And that is when she hears a sinister voice, a familiar sinister voice, one that reminds her that you know me, and it's been a long time that we've seen each other, but you're not going to recognize me. And as the clouds start evaporating, a golden yellow glow starts protruding through them. And that's when Cell pops out of the clouds and declares 18's ultimate demise, charging up a beam right in her face, ready to disintegrate her. 18 narrowly misses the blast that was meant to kill her, and this is probably due to the fact that Cell sort of announced himself as soon as he got there, being real cocky, so she had that split-second chance to move out of the way, and Cell immediately realizes that 18 is not alone. He sees Goku laying on the ground and is asking himself, is he asleep? This changes his plans. He needs to get rid of 18 before Goku wakes up, and then he also realizes that Goku, this is a different Goku. He's got silver hair. This may be an older version of Goku, old man Goku, or it could be a brand new form. But at this point, Cell doesn't want to risk staying around this Goku and losing his opportunity to kill 18. And 18 realizes the horrible danger that she is in. She needs to stall Cell as long as she can because Cell is going to mop the floor with her. He is far stronger. He was far stronger back in the day, even compared to 18 now at the end of the Tournament of Power. But this Cell has a brand new form and he gleams golden hues off his body. This is not the normal Cell that we know. She is no match for Cell in the slightest, but all this thinking, Cell disappears. And she doesn't know where he went, but Cell deviously used instant transmission to pop up behind her and kill Android 18. Cell throws Android 18's body to the ground like a piece of trash. He's thoroughly impressed that Android 18, despite it all, still clings to life. With the immense gap between their power levels, she's a durable warrior. Although he is disappointed she didn't go boom when he impaled her. She struggles trying to crawl away from Cell toward Goku, and Cell is loving every minute of it, finding it amusing that the normal savior for Dragon Ball is sleeping a few feet away while Android 18 struggles and dies right in front of him. Cell finds this a thing of ironic beauty. 18 holds fast and she's reaching for Goku. He's so close and yet so far away. But Cell tires of this and he's going to put an end, a permanent end, to 18 until suddenly she shoots a blast of energy at Goku. A blast too weak to do any real damage, but strong enough to jolt him awake. Cell realizing this, he acts decisively, jumping into action and blocking the blast, flinging it out into the distance, as such a weak blast makes a thunderous boom. And that was way too close. Playtime is indeed over, and it's time for 18 to finally die. But just then Cell senses something and gets smacked right in the face by a dynamic kick. He crashes down to the earth, quickly getting back to his feet, slowly turning around only to see Goku, who is finally awake and emitting a white, ethereal, otherworldly glow. With her final words, 18 pleads with Goku, "You have to end this, you have to kill Cell." As Goku stares down at her, gravely taking in her condition, she can't last much longer. Cell is as cocky as ever, and he isn't even shaken up by the fact that Goku has a new power, because if Goku didn't realize, Cell's got a new power as well. But Goku knows 18 doesn't have the time for Goku to have a prolonged conversation with Cell. Time is of the essence and he needs to finish this now. And Cell is eager to see exactly what this Goku can do. Cell tries to hit Goku with a right hook, but Goku dodges it. Cell tries to land a kick and Goku dodges again, but this time Goku hits the ground with a powerful gust, spraying sand all over Cell, obscuring his line of sight. And as Cell is momentarily blinded, Goku takes his opportunity to kick him right in the head. A kick with such immense power that Cell finally got a taste at what real Ultra Instinct is. Only to have Goku kick him right in the face again and then dodge, putting a good amount of distance between them. Cell finally realizing the true power of Ultra Instinct and the secret that is held in Goku's body. The tables are as lopsided as they've ever been. Goku realizes this as well, giving Cell an ultimatum that just seems to be in Goku's nature. But Cell isn't about to take this humiliation lying down and shoots Goku with a Gatling gun barrage that Goku dodges with ease, a trademark of Ultra Instinct, leaving Goku disappointed and a little bit bored. And within the faintest blink of an eye, Goku crosses the desert to punch Cell, right in the gut without Cell even knowing Goku had moved, using the advantage of Ultra Instinct to its utmost capabilities. Cell is severely outclassed, and Cell is finally beginning to realize that his new form has brought him no closer to bridging the gap between this Goku and himself, and he is completely out of gas, trying to shoot Goku with a laser beam from his mouth as a desperate attempt to strike him once, but Goku just keeps on dodging. So it's time to bring out the heavy guns, hitting him with a blast so big that Goku can't dodge it and he'll be hit by it regardless. And Cell attempts just that, but Goku swats it away like an annoying mosquito. Cell's attacks mean nothing, but it is time to end this, and Goku begins to charge up a Kamehameha in Mastered Ultra Instinct. As the ground shakes and the rocks float, everything rumbles. This is no ordinary Kamehameha, and as Goku shoots it, it gets to Cell way faster than Cell can dodge it, hitting Cell as if it were at point blank range. And Cell meets the same fate not only as previous Cell, but as every Dragon Ball villain before, and explodes and disintegrates in that Kamehameha wave, leaving nothing behind, destroying the nucleus where a new Cell could be born. Cell is gone. But the fight isn't over, and Goku needs to save Android. She's gone. Goku was too late to save his best friend's wife. But something happens then that Goku did not intend. Something happens that is completely out of Goku's control, and that he doesn't know how to do. His fist on its own shot energy at Android 18's corpse, and to Goku's surprise, this autonomous energy resurrects Android 18. Goku stares in awe at 18 as she struggles to lift herself from the ground. And this is something that Goku has no idea what to make of, because he has revived 18 but doesn't know how he has done so. It's like his body, something inside of him, is doing things on its own accord without Goku being able to control it. Waking up from death, 18 is completely unbalanced, knowing nothing that happened and confused as to what is going on and where is Cell. And Goku at least has the answer to one of those questions, because he points to a pile of rubble and says, well, whatever's left of him is right over there. And 18 seems relieved and yet a little bit surprised. I mean, this was Golden Cell that we were talking about, and now he's completely destroyed. But the wave of relief overwhelms her body, and now she can relax a little bit until she realizes that the gaping hole that Cell put in her stomach is completely gone. And so she asks Goku about it. What happened to my mortal wound? And I just love this shot of Goku. He's adorable in this. And Goku begins to try to explain what happened, and that is when a searing pain overwhelms Goku's senses and he drops to the ground. Relief and relaxation is gone, and 18 is worried about what is going on with Goku, but Goku tells her to stay back, and not a moment too soon, as a surge of purple lightning engulfs Goku's body, and all he can do is scream, and immediately dropping to the ground. And 18 has seen this before. This is exactly what happened during the Tournament of Power when Goku faced off against Jiren, and he was about to drop Jiren off the tournament arena, and the same thing happened, paralyzing him and putting him out of commission. Taking Goku's vitals, she realizes that he's still alive, but he's completely out cold, and they can't just stay there out in the middle of nowhere, especially since the enemy knows their location. So just like in chapter 1, she decides it's time to get the hell out of here and picks Goku back up again and darts off into the desert at top speed. And since she can't fly anymore, she realizes that running is her best option. A fly drifts its way into Goku's nose, and he wakes up with a sneeze, finally awake to 18's disgust. And Goku wants to know how long he's been out. Hard to tell, night hasn't come. With the distance I covered, I'd say a few days. Now 18 has infinite energy, infinite ki, infinite stamina, so she can last in the desert. Plus, on top of that, she's also an android, so she has a higher survivability in this type of climate than Goku. And this becomes apparent to both of them because Goku needs water, and 18 has been heading toward this mountain range that shows the first sign of civilization that she's seen in this world. And since this is the first sign of civilization, it would be the smartest path to go straight there and try to get some supplies, but they have to remain cautious, seeing as how the only other being that they've seen in this world is Cell, so that city, that part of civilization, could be filled with enemies. But Goku is forever the optimist and says that they could also be friendly, they could want to help us, and the reason Goku is saying this is because his body won't last much longer in the desert. He needs water, he needs food, and he has been in Ultra Instinct since the tournament, so it has been draining his body like a sieve, and 18's got it. She asks Goku what was the last thing that he remembers before waking up here. And it only takes Goku a second to recall that he's the one that wrung out Jiren, and Buu was about to make his wish. And with just that little bit of information, 18 finally has it. She should have thought about this sooner, because the last thing that she remembers is that 17 wished all the universes to be restored, and when she came back home, a white light covered everything. The answer is obvious, and that is that Goku and Android 18 are from different universes or timelines. They're not from the same place. She's not 100% sure exactly which one it is, but it is clear that they are not from the same reality. But this has gone completely over Goku's head. He didn't follow any of it. Well, I think it's time to go and get Goku some water. Maybe civilization has more answers. And that's when a voice strikes the pit of their hearts. Why don't I tell you myself? My insight could be most enlightening. And Goku and 18 slowly turn around to see Golden Cell again standing in their way, and this time he's not alone. He's accompanied by 2 more Golden Cells and 2 new mysterious fighters that have yet to be revealed. And as this inevitable rematch introduces itself, someone is watching from afar, and according to them, they are too late.
Subscribe for more content. Or perish.